Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mia, and today we're going to be doing something that is very long awaited, and that is my skincare routine. You guys have been asking me for a while for my skincare, and I have been taking a while to come up with it because skincare is such a complex thing to understand. And when I tell you what I use, I do not want you to go out and buy it. I do not want you to put any acids on your face that you've never used before and then burn your face off, because when I recommend a product, I'm not leisurely about it. I try to be very strict. I want you guys to take what I say with a grain of salt, do your own research that is accustomed to your skin, and maybe take a few things out of this video. Skincare is different for everyone. Everyone has different complexions. Everyone has different types of skin types. So everyone also has different types of sensitivity levels. I have very sensitive dry skin, and I'm also very acne prone. My dad suffers with adult age acne, and so does my mom. So it's definitely something that is within my genes. And that's another thing to talk about, genes. Since I was like 18, I had really great skin. I had great skin. I used to use actually, let me go get the stuff that I used to use. Be right back. Lily and I are back, and I'm gonna show you guys what I used to use. I started washing my face when I was like 10. My mom used to work for Clinique, so she had me on the 5-step Clinique routine. And I thought that it was fun because it made me feel like an adult, and then I slowly got more into it, and then I started using these two products. I would use them night and day, and these are the only two things I would use. The Aveeno Clear Complexion, which is a foaming wash, and it has salicylic acid in it. I believe it's like 0.5%. 0.5% acne treatment salicylic acid, which we'll get into. And then I have the Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer, which also has salicylic acid in it. I have sensitive skin. I have dry skin. So the fact that I was using a foaming wash with salicylic acid in it, no wonder my skin was always so irritated. If you have dry skin, try to go for a milky cleanser. Man, the reason why I have been planning this video for months, because I think it was January that I had one of the worst breakouts of my life. And I will be inserting pictures that I was taking throughout the time that I got the breakout. It first started on my chin, and it was all very hormonal that I thought. It was very hormonal and ingrown. So it was right here on the side of my chin, and you can see that I kind of still have some scars. And all I'm wearing right now is just lashes, brows, and lip gloss. That's it. But it was all right here on my chin, and God, it was disgusting. It was so lumpy, and since it was ingrown, there was no head to it, and I really couldn't do anything. And I was so lost and confused because my skin has always been decent. And I thought, well, maybe it's my birth control, or maybe it's because I'm being really hormonal right now. I'm like, it's just my body trying to get all the gunk out. It's detoxing itself. I need to do different eating habits. I need to clean my sheets. I need to take Zyrtec, which we'll get into. I freaked out, and I went to an esthetician that's local in the San Antonio area, and she put me on Dermalogica. She gave me like the Dermalogica rice exfoliator, and she gave me charcoal rescue mask, which has like little granules in it. So when I saw her, it had already worsened. So I had all of the ingrown pimples right here, and then I had nothing but texture just everywhere. And I still do have a little bit of congestion right here on my forehead, but it was everywhere. So it was congestion on my forehead. I'll insert a picture, and then congestion all on my cheeks. And I had never gotten any pimples on my cheeks before, or any pimples on my forehead before. My forehead was nice. And it was just my chin where I had all my hormonal breakouts from, because that's usually what I would break out from, which is my hormones. And so it was very to me, it was awful, and it was painful. I was crying to my boyfriend literally like every night, talking about how ugly I felt, because that's what acne does to you. It makes you feel so ugly because it's not normalized in today's standards. It everyone's supposed to have clear, perfect skin, but that's not the case. I can tell you right now, even after that breakout, I still do have a little bit of hormonal acne on my cheek, some discoloration on my chin, and some congestion on my forehead, and it's completely fine. I'm happy with how I look. It's just having to overcome the steps and learning what your skin needs and what you're doing to it that's making it cry for help. After I went to the esthetician and basically purged my skin. So she extracted all that she could from my skin, and she said that I was very congested. Oh, this lash is really wonky. Look, I put on lashes because I wanted to feel cute. And I look crazy instead, but we're gonna roll with it. Okay, so she purged my skin and I had, oh my God. I mean, I scarred. Of course I did. Isn't she gorgeous? So I'll show you the pictures of how it scarred. And it was, I mean, would I take the congestion over the scarring? I would definitely take the scarring, duh. And so I was very scared that my skin was gonna stay scarred because I know that my skin does have some color in it. And I tried to take all of the precautions that I did. And she tried her whole entire brand, the esthetician's brand, was Dermalogica. So I knew she was gonna sell me like Dermalogica shit. Nah, man, it did nothing for me. It had beads in it. And I know Dermalogica's rice polish is really nice. That's probably the best exfoliator there, but she was telling me to do that like 5 times a week, and I knew my skin could not take that. So I took measures into my own hands and I did research for myself. So I went on Dr. Dre. I went on another YouTube channel. I think it was like Mood Fun. I'll put her on the screen if I know how to. And they taught me about AHAs and BHAs. So I was like, all right, my skin's super congested. I hadn't exfoliated in months because the only exfoliator that I had, it was a St. Ives one. All right, y'all, it was St. Ives. Leave me alone, okay? That's all that I had. My mom didn't teach me about exfoliating. I didn't know about exfoliating. I didn't know that I can put acids on my face. It was all very, very new for me. And so I had already known that St. Ives was awful, so that's why I refused to put it on my face. So that's a growing step for me. First got the breakout, I had been using the products that I showed you, plus the Bahi, well, now it's awhile, sunflower serum. And so I had been using that for so long, and it really did help my skin. And then it just started to, I think that's what caused me to break out. I think there was too many oils in it. I think it started to be very comedogenic for me, and it broke me out. It congested my pores. It was clogging my pores, so I had to get rid of it. But I was scared because that was the only balance in my skincare routine that gave me the moisture that I needed, that didn't come from those aminosalicylic acid freaking face washes and moisturizers. So I at one time thought that I had fungal acne, since you could see in the pictures that it was very it was bumpy with no head. Even if I was to try and extract it, nothing would come out. It would just hurt. So I found this YouTube video, and the YouTube video talks about fungal acne. And they say that you need to use like a anti-dandruff shampoo on your face as a face mask, because it has a type of ingredient in it that's active to help treat fungal acne. So I tried that, and then within the next week I had a dermatologist appointment. So I tried the fungal acne routine, and I also found this website called Cesia, because I think it's called Malcesia, the fungal acne. And I realized all my products had the active ingredients that Malcesia feeds on. So that was great. I realized, okay, I guess I just won't wash my face anymore. I had to start from scratch, okay? From scratch. And I used to think I knew shit about skincare. I didn't know anything about skincare. I did that. I went to my dermatologist and I was like, hey, I think I have fungal acne. She's like, I've never heard of that before. You know how hurt I was that my dermatologist said that she's never heard of fungal acne before? I'm never gonna get better. So she gave me these antibacteria pills, and then she put me on a tretinoin. You can see here that I basically almost already used all of it. Remember, this started in February, and I think I got this in February, so it's already June, so it's been like 4 months that I've been on this tretinoin. So this is a clindamycin and tretinoin gel. This is a retina A, and I've never used any type of retina, so I've never used any type of acids before in my life. You can see how when she put me on this, I was like, wait, I don't know how to do this. So this is what she told me. She goes, do your skincare, put this on first, you'll be fine. She didn't tell me any of the precautions that came with it. She didn't tell me anything. I was like, okay, well, what the hell? I gotta do my own research once again. I went to a doctor, she didn't help me, but she got my copay, so that's great. Okay, you're gonna say that maybe you can go to Sephora and get like the retina A's that Drunk Elephant has, which is also not cheap, but the active ingredients in here are different from the ones that are at Sephora because these are over the counter, and the ones that you find in Sephora, they're not gonna be as active. So they're still gonna give you the effect, but it's gonna take longer, and it probably is gonna slow down the results that you want. So that's why I went to a dermatologist and not my local Sephora, because I knew I'd be spending my money wisely, and I knew that what was gonna be happening was what my doctor recommended. I find this website called Simple Science Skincare. I'll list it on the screen. That guy, he knows his shit. He talks so much about active ingredients. He talks so much about scientific balances of your skin and what kind of skin you have and what exactly is a retina A and a tretinoin. And that's when I realized I was about to get by tretinoin. And it did. I will insert pictures. When I first used the retina A, the tretinoin, my skin was so parched. It was so dry. It was itchy. It was hot. It just felt so uncomfortable. You can see it on my skin in the pictures. I had red spots. I had never had my skin like that. Oh my god, going back, I was so sad. I could cry right now. Like, it really messes you up, you guys. On the tretinoin, I go on simpleskincare.com. I go on Dr. Dre YouTube, she's an actual dermatologist, and she speaks on products that we use. She says what you should do is you should wash your face, and then you should put on the tretinoin after your moisturizers. So put on the tretinoin after you have your moisturizers already kind of laid on your skin for like 30 minutes, and put this on so that way the tretinoin doesn't suck all the moisture into it. And also, when you're on a tretinoin, you need to be doing it at the nighttime and not in the morning, because since it is an active ingredient, it is going to make your skin more sensitive to sunlight. So you also need to use a sunscreen with this, and my sunscreen's located in my primer from NARS, which I freaking love that primer so much. Let me walk you guys through my morning routine. So for my morning routine, I obviously make sure to put my hair out of my way, and I go ahead and I start off first. Every once a month, I shave my face. So this is a physical exfoliant that I'm doing by shaving my face. I go very lightly with my razor down in downwards positions. I try not to stretch my skin because I don't want to, irritate it any more than I need to, cause any type of wrinkles that I don't want later on in my life. I tried to get a video of the dry skin and dead skin that was on my face, which is really gross, but since I've been doing it already for 4 months, it wasn't that much. But this also helped, I've noticed, with the whiteheads and the blackheads that are on my nose. When I go down the bridge of my nose, you're gonna see that I had a whitehead on my left side of my nose, and it came off. It was very satisfying to watch. So now we're gonna go into washing my face. So I wash my face with that cleanser, which is the Polish Choice Resist cleanser. I really enjoy that cleanser. It's very moisturizing to my skin. It makes me feel squeaky clean afterwards. I don't have anything bad to say. That's my 3rd bottle of it. I love Polish Choice. You're gonna be seeing them a lot in this skincare routine. So after I wash my face, I make sure to watch it for 60 seconds. I'm more than sure you guys already know the drill with that. LA Beautyologist came up with that. She's wonderful, she's beautiful, she's smart, and she knows what she's talking about. That 60-second skin routine really does help me. After that, I use witch hazel. Yes, I'm that bitch who uses witch hazel. I usually would go in with this glycolic acid, so I'm going to switch back to me for a minute. And this is the glycolic acid toner that I use in the mornings, and this is an AHA. And first off, I don't like this toner for the reason being that there is literal blue coloring in here for an ingredient, which is basically a fragrance. There's a good amount of ingredients in here that I do not care for, but I am on a budget. I do not have leisure to buy expensive skincare, so this is Marabadescu Glycolic Acid Toner. It gets the job done for me. At first it's gonna burn, but after the other times it's not gonna hurt that bad. I usually use this in the morning since it is an AHA, and AHAs are known to just exfoliate the surface of your skin. This is gonna help take off the dead skin cells. So it's basically like what I'm doing in this video, where I'm physically exfoliating with a razor, but with this, and it's a little bit more gentle than that. So I use this in the mornings, and if I feel like my skin feels really parched, I don't do it because I don't want to risk it. Okay, I know that it's not the best for your skin, but it works for me for the time being. Like saying, I am restricted with the budget. If I had a choice of toner, it would not be this. It would probably be something completely different, which I'll keep you updated. Hopefully I gain a coin and I get to tone my face with something that's actually going to help me in the long run. After my toner, I go in with my favorite moisturizer ever, which is a CeraVe moisturizer. I do not understand why nobody talks about this moisturizer. It's so inexpensive. Do you guys see how big the tub is? It's non-comedogenic. There's no fragrance in it. There's hyaluronic acid in it. It's so good. I've had it for maybe since February when this happened, and I'm halfway into the bottle. And then after that, I go in with my 100% squalane oil. I think it's squalane, not squalene. I'm not sure. Correct me down in the comments below. But this is a oil that's already in our glands. But as we mature, the oil starts to lessen, and we don't produce it as much. So this is something that we have in our skin already, and I think it helps with hydration. Something of the sort. I just know that it's non-comedogenic because we already produce it. So you can put like literally pounds of this on your skin and it won't cause you to break out. And I know that because I've been using it for literally a while to already have figured out that it would cause breakouts. So that's the end of my skincare routine. I do a little presentation of my skin at the end to show you guys. I still do have some, I just got over my period. Well, I'm still on my period, sorry. So that's on my cheek right now, that hormonal breakout. If you guys don't know, that's usually where I place my mole whenever I do my makeup. That's the end of my morning skincare routine. So you can see that in the mornings, I use an AHA, and then at nighttime, I use my Retina A, my tretinoin, or I use a BHA. And the BHA that I use during the nighttime, the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum with hydrating honey and gentle flower acids. This skincare routine turned into a review of this product. Before I started using this product, I had bought this before I had my awful breakout, and I heard so many people talk about it and say how great it is, and it got rid of their congestion on their forehead, basically all the things that I had. So I thought I need to buy this. So I started using this recently because I ran out of my actual BHA exfoliant. And a BHA, if you do not know, is something that's going to penetrate inside of your skin if you get in there. So you have your AHA on top and then your BHA on the bottom. So A on the top, B bottom. BHAs are usually found in salicylic acid. That's kind of the only BHA that I know, salicylic acid. People react differently to salicylic acid. Some people react very well to it and others do not. It causes them to break out into pimples. If I were you and you've never used salicylic acid before, I would definitely do a spot treatment on your neck and see how you are accustomed to it. So what I had originally been using for my BHA exfoliant was from Paula's Choice. I will put a picture on the screen for you guys. I actually ordered it again last night because I have come to the conclusion that this is causing me to break out. I got rid of all the congestion that was on my forehead, and I had been using that Paula's Choice and it took it away. I mean, honestly, with Paula's Choice, it's great, but it smells awful. But it smells awful because it doesn't have ingredients that are filler ingredients. Flower acids, that's another term for fragrance. There's also white tree bark in here, and white tree bark is basically like a generic version of salicylic acid. It's not really going to give you the BHA that you deserve. Yeah, I'm not using that anymore. I would probably not, I don't feel comfortable recommending that. I honestly don't like it. It feels weird, like it does. I feel like it doesn't soak into my skin. It kind of just sits on the top. So I do a rotation. So on one night I'll do my Retina A, which is the tretinoin. I'll do this, and then the next night I just do a simple based skincare, which has no type of treatments in it. And the next night I do my BHA exfoliant, and then the next night I don't do anything, and then the next night I do my running. And then for my spot treatments, I use my Kate Somerville Sulfur Eradicate. So I use this on all my pimples. So I would use it like here, I would use it here on the congestion. I would use it like maybe right here. Anywhere where I see like a bump, I would put this on. So at the end of the night, I'm basically covered in the sulfur. Sulfur is known to be a great ingredient to get rid of any type of congestion, any type of hormonal pimple. When I have a pimple, the way that I cure it is by this. I will literally wear this all day. I would go to the store wearing this. I will go get coffee wearing this, obviously with no makeup on. Basically on my no makeup days, and I have a pimple, I will be wearing this. But you have to be careful not to wear it in the sunlight because it can cause skin discoloration. Because I want to tell you guys everything about myself and what I use. I'm actually very allergic to dogs. And the way that I break out in hives is by little tiny pimples. So when I first got that breakout, I thought, okay, I'm breaking out into hives. I need to take my allergy medicine. So I take 2 Zyrtex every single night, just so that way I know I'm okay. I know I'm dumb, I'm allergic to dogs, and I have 2, but I love them so much, so I'm not gonna get rid of them. I'll just take allergy medication for the rest of my life because it's totally worth it. And then for my birth control, which is honestly a huge factor in everything, my birth control is the orthotricycline birth control. This is the on brand, not the generic. I've been using this since 2016. I do steam my face every now and then. This is a steamer that I have. I bought the steamer off of Amazon. I can go ahead and leave the link in the bio below. It's a fine steamer. It does the job for me. It makes me feel really good. It helps me sweat out any type of toxins that are in my skin. I do this mainly every Sunday or every Saturday. I sometimes do it twice a week. I do have really bad under eyes, and I don't have any type of eye cream. Like I said, I'm tight on money, so I can't really buy eye cream at the moment. But these are really great, the Money Honey ones from Holler and Glow. I recently worked with them on a sponsorship on my Instagram, and when they first sent me shit, I was like, but then I used them, I was like, man, this is kind of nice, I like them. And they sent me like 20 of them, so I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna put this shit on right now, actually, while I talk to you guys. I feel like that's all of it for right now. I know I'm probably gonna show you guys my nighttime routine. Hi, it's Mia from the future, and I did not do my nighttime routine because it would have been the same thing that I did in the morning with the witch hazel toner, because since we physically exfoliated, I didn't want to overwork my skin, so it would have just been repetitive and not really worth it for y'all. I definitely will show you guys my nighttime routine where I actually do my treatments, but I didn't show it. I didn't show it because I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want to overwork my skin, and I want to show you guys how to do a proper rotation when you're using BHAs and retin A's and physical exfoliants such as shaving your skin. Bye from me and Lily. That's kind of what I've been doing for my skin lately. I still do get congestion, and when I do, that's when I use my steamer, and I try to extract anything myself. Please don't extract your own pimples if you do not know how to. I looked at many videos because I would cause myself to bleed and like scratch myself, and that's what I don't want to do because I cause scarring. You have to understand that BHAs, AHAs, tretinoins, they're gonna cause you to purge. You're gonna have a purging period. The purging period should last at least maybe 3 weeks, probably less. A purging period basically means you're putting these ingredients on your skin, you're putting that BHA on your skin. It wants to get out all that gunk that you have underneath your skin, and it's gonna bring it to the surface. It's gonna pop, and it's gonna go. Also, AHAs, BHAs, and tretinoins, I hope that I made it clear. Please do not use the 3 in the same cycle. You can use an AHA in the morning, and maybe you can use your BHA at night. That's totally fine as long as they're not put into the same cycle. Like, please do not use them in the same routine. That will literally burn off your face. I feel like I touched base on everything. I think it's very, very sweet that you guys have requested the skincare video so often. I know it took me so long to come out with it, but it's because skincare is so fragile. I really hope that you guys learned something today. I would love to do a skincare series on my YouTube channel. I think skincare is so fun. I think researching skincare is so freaking cool. I think skin is really cool. I also really appreciate all the comments that you guys give me about my skin. I really do appreciate them, but I also want you guys to understand that I do not have perfect skin. Most of the time when I get a pimple, you guys know about it because I love to talk about it on my Insta stories. I don't know why, but I do. And I want to help you guys, so I'm going to give you my advice, my tips, products I use, but please do not go out and buy them, put them on your skin without researching your own skin first. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for requesting it. Let me know if you want like an extracting video, if you guys want like I try a new skincare product video, see how that goes. I hope I already said that I have dry, sensitive, and acne prone skin. Okay, you guys have a great day. From my children to yours. Y'all have a great Sunday. Or is it Monday? I don't know. Y'all have a good one though.